So over the last couple of years, I've had the opportunity to try out close to a half a dozen of these little cordless vacuums like you see here. A few of these I've bought with my own hard-earned money. This particular one was sent out to me by the brand, simply for me to go ahead and get an idea of how this thing effectively ran and then give you guys some honest feedback based on how I felt like it performed. So with that being said, over the last couple of days, that's exactly what I've done. I've ran this thing through a couple different situations, just basic cleanup inside the house and the kitchen and the dining room, as well as out here in my fifth wheel camper. We just got back from a trip, so I'm getting everything cleaned up before we take our next trip. And I wanted to see how this one actually stacked up compared to the one that I've already got currently in here that we keep on us full time. So that being said, let's go ahead and dive into this one. I'll tell you some of the specs on this, and then I'll tell you exactly what I thought about how it performed. Now, first off, when you get this out of the box, you'll see that this is your main unit here, and then it's also going to have some attachments, which pretty much all these cordless vacuums have these attachments as well. So essentially, you're going to have your extension wand here. You're going to get a wall mount bracket, as well as a couple of attachments here. You're going to get your crevice tool, as well as your little brush here. And this is a 2-in-1, so essentially you can take that brush in the up or down position. And what's cool about that is these both store in that little wall bracket like you see here, and then you can hang the actual unit itself from that wall bracket. Pretty much every competitor that I've tried out in the past has some form of wall bracket. This one here works really well. I like how organized it stays. So once I figure out where I actually want to mount this unit, I think this wall bracket is going to be pretty cool. Now, as far as the unit itself goes, you've got 3 modes you can run this in. There's going to be a eco mode, a mid mode, and a high mode. Now each one of these have a different amount of runtime on the battery itself. So essentially on your eco mode, which is this right here, and then you've got your mid and your high. And you can hear in that high mode that 450 watt brushless motor kind of ramps up. And this thing's actually got a pretty decent amount of suction power. We'll talk about that here in just a second. But essentially, when you turn that on, you'll see your screen there lights up, shows you the battery level as well as what suction level you're in. And on that eco mode, they advertise 55 minutes of runtime. The mid level's 30 minutes and the high level is going to be at about 15 minutes of runtime or so. I can go ahead and test to on the max mode because that's what I've been running this in so far. I've had to charge this thing up a couple times now so far just because I've been trying to run it through its paces. You get about 15 minutes of runtime. It's a little less than that if you're sweeping carpet. Just really honestly kind of depends on the load you're putting this thing under. I think it's got to work a little bit harder on carpet than it does on bare wood floor. So keep that in mind. Now something else that's really cool, because this comes in at about the same price point as a lot of the other ones that I've tried out and tested over the years, is some of these have an internal battery as well as some of them have a removable battery. In this particular one, it is a removable battery, and I think I actually prefer that over the internal. And the reason why is because I went on looking to see if they actually sell replacement batteries for these, and they do. And not only do they sell the batteries, but currently at the price that these are at right now, you can pick up the vacuum as well as a replacement battery to essentially give you 2 batteries to run this on for about the same price as some of the other units cost for just the 1 battery and the kit themselves. So they've got this priced really attractively in my opinion. And then not to mention you can have an extra battery on hand, which I think is kind of a big deal, especially if you're trying to run 15-minute run times on your high setting. You can actually swap the batteries out and have these things charging, give you a little bit more runtime on that high setting. So anyway, let's go ahead and move on. We'll talk about the suction power next. This is rated at 40 kPa. Some of the models out there are rated higher, but that's when you start getting into those units that are probably twice the price as these. So most of the ones I've tried out so far have been in the 30 to 35 kPa rating. When I noticed that this one was 40 kPa on the rating, I instantly want to see just how good the suction power was. I've got a rug in my house in the dining room that I like to check that on, and so far all the units that I've tried up to this point were not able to actually like suck the rug up and move the rug around. This one actually latches onto that rug to the point where I have to hold it down with my feet or a chair or something to be able to finish vacuuming that rug. So that unscientific test alone that I've already run tells me that this has the highest suction power of all the ones I've tested up to this point. If you've not had one of these little cordless vacuums before, what I think is really cool about them is just how versatile they are. So essentially you can run any of these attachments straight off the actual vacuum, just like so. And basically I can take this out to my car and vacuum out the floor mats, which I do from time to time. And that's pretty handy to have. Or if you needed to have the extension, and let's say you're just trying to knock down cobwebs in the house, you can run your extension bar on here, which also expands out. So essentially I can run my crevice or my brush on the end of this, and now I can reach the ceiling in not only my fifth wheel, but in my house as well. So that's pretty handy to have. Or you can run the actual roller vacuum attachment right here, like you see, put that on here, and then depending on whether you're a 5 foot or 6 foot, you can adjust the extension down to the height and setting that's most comfortable for you in your hand. On this actual roller brush itself, you can see this is what you get right here, and it is a 270-degree motion. So essentially, if you're trying to get underneath furniture or around in a corner, you've got a decent amount of mobility on this unit. It does have lights right here on the front of it as well that light up, and those lights do a pretty decent job. They're not overly bright, but honestly, you don't really need them to be. It does a really good job of just kind of lighting up all of the toe kicks around your cabinets and whatnot. And then if you end up getting a clog in this thing, it's pretty easy to handle as well. So essentially, you've got a little lock button right here. You hit that lock, this little piece right here pops off, and then your roller essentially just pops out like so. You can go ahead and clear whatever obstruction you have in there and then put your piece back on there. That's all there is to maintaining your roller. What's also really cool is there are lights on the front of this screen as well that not only tell you your suction power, but it'll also tell you if you've got like a filter clog or if you've got an obstruction in your brush that's not allowing it to roll. All that's going to be right there visible from your screen as well. And then a couple other little parts and pieces they also give you. You do get an extra little filter as well as a piece of foam here for that canister, which I thought was nice to have a few extras of those. And then last but not least, when it comes to actually emptying your little vacuum here, essentially you've got a little red tab right here. If you push that like so, you could dump that right there from the bottom. This has actually got a larger canister than most of the ones I've tried in the past. I can't remember if it's the biggest or not. The one I know I have in here that I'm using right now on my fifth wheel, this is a lot larger canister than that one has. That's pretty handy to have, especially if you're trying to get a lot of dirt in one run. And then if you need to take your canister off of here, you just push the red button right here on the side, and this will allow you to actually take the whole thing out. So if you need to actually go through, just wash it out, clean it out, you can do that pretty easily. Your filter is right there on the end, and then that little piece of foam is right there on the canister, and then that just snaps back right in place and you're good to go again. So as I mentioned, this thing was sent out to me for review this time around. The only expectation was just me giving my honest feedback after I'd used it a few times. I feel like I've put this thing through enough paces. I feel comfortable saying that this is a pretty decent little unit. I cannot speak to longevity yet. That's something I can do a follow-up video on later at some point in time. Check this little one out, see if it fits the bill for you. I think it's priced really attractively. Other than that, that's all I've got for you in this video today, guys. Appreciate you taking the time to watch. We'll catch you guys on the next one.